Welcome, systems check. System all clear. Initiating startup protocol. Welcome trivia and crypto degenerates. Access granted. Enjoy the descent into this immersive game of knowledge.
All right, there we go. We're live. Welcome, everybody, as always, to Trivia Vice. So we got a little pop culture for you guys tonight. I think it should be fun. Should be a good one. Let's see. I made, 3 or 4 rounds, and then Dan made the rest of them with the bonuses and all that. So we should have a pretty good even split of different types of questions and everything. So it's going to be fun. What's going on tonight, Dan?
Well, so first and foremost, we anticipated low numbers tonight because this is I think it's the only Monday, right? We're done with Monday football after this.
I believe so. Yeah,
Not
the
to
NFL
blame it
decided
all
this
on
year to
that.
do, and it was supposed to be a good game, but I just looked and I think the Rams just made like 20-0. So,
ouch.
Cardinals are laying an egg right now.
Well, so we're gonna get to it in just a minute. So to give you guys an update, we should have more information by the end of the week for how the app's moving along. We're just ran into a few, a little snafu here and there, not really a big deal. But the good news is this show tonight's going to slap because I made half the questions, and I'm not, I hate to brag, but some of the questions are pretty nice. I have 3 bonuses tonight, so 3.
Oh, right.
I think each one's a picture, so every single one's a picture you have to look at. The final one's a super secret surprise, but they're all good.
Awesome.
Also, real quick is what was I going to say? I had something else I was going to say. And I don't remember what it even is anymore. It wasn't important, I guess. Oh, the final round I did just a grab bag. I did not do DC like originally planned. I just decided to do a grab bag. So we got a little of everything. We got, some TV and movies. We got celebrities, all that fun stuff.
Awesome. Should we jump into it?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get to it.
Make sure we're at the front here of that. Start. There we go. Okay. Yeah, and like Dan said, guys, if you haven't already, go over to triviavice.com. Get yourself set up with a free account. Because moving forward, all the live stuff that's where we're going to be doing it here very, very soon. So
yes.
As soon as the app is ready, we had to resubmit something into Apple, but that should be taken care of this week. And then other than that, I think it's about ready and everything. So very, very soon we'll be going live on the website. So triviavice.com, and it's pretty cool. It's got like a little social media aspect to it, all that good stuff. So all right, here we go. All right. Question 1. We're doing Marvel for the first round. So in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, how many Infinity Stones are there? 6, 7, 4, or 5?
And if you have never seen a Marvel movie, then you're going to be very lost. But so you think of the Infinity Gauntlet, a lot of people assume there's 5. There are actually 6.
Yep.
There are 6 stones. Can you name each stone, Kyle?
Power Stone, Soul Stone, Time Stone. Hold on, I got to go through all the ones that I just did to make sure I don't. Reality Stone. Yeah. I got to go. I know there's 6. I'm trying to think of what they all are. What are they? I've seen these movies so many times. You'd think I know them off the top of my head, but I'm trying to remember which ones I said and which ones I didn't.
I know, right? I'm trying to remember which ones you didn't either.
All right, number 2. Where is Peter Parker from? Bronx, Queens, Little Italy, or Brooklyn? All right, so there's Power Stone, Time Stone,
Soul Stone, Reality Stone.
Soul Stone, Reality Stone.
Those are the ones you said.
Okay. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. This is embarrassing. I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, so Peter is from Queens. So Cap is from Brooklyn. Peter's from Queens. So
Correct.
we pretty much had all 4s and 2s, which is kind of what I was thinking we were going to get, but Peter is from Queens.
Yes. So you also do have the so you said there's also
the Mind Stone.
There's the Mind Stone. There's the Space Stone.
Yes.
And I think that's all of them.
All right, number 3. Originally, what type of doctor was Doctor Strange? Radiologist, podiatrist, neurosurgeon, or dermatologist?
So Bobby says they only picked Brooklyn because she couldn't make it tonight.
Yeah, as predicted, we definitely have a lower turnout tonight, and we kind of knew that going in, just because I'm telling you, I think that's the correlation. Because I don't think that there's any Monday night games next week, so I would almost guarantee that we're gonna have a higher turnout next Monday.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna be willing. I'm making a bet right now. We're gonna have over 25 next Monday. Feeling it.
Oh, okay.
Feeling it.
We'll make sure we come up with a really good topic too.
Yes.
All right, so everybody got that one right there. Yes, he was a neurosurgeon. I got to go back and rewatch Doctor Strange. I love that movie.
He's becoming one of my favorite heroes in the MCU. For sure.
Me too. All right, what is Pepper Potts allergic to? Strawberries, raspberries, cranberries, or blueberries? All right, and I know Iron Man 2 gets a lot of hate. I love Iron Man 2. It's one of my favorites.
I think Iron Man 2 is a good movie. Terrible villain.
Yeah, I would agree. Really bad villain. The concept of it was really good. Like, the whole idea of him teaming up with Justin Hammer and everything was really good.
I actually even like Justin Hammer as a secondary villain.
I do too. Just the whole the way that they went about it was not very good, especially like compared to the first one. But the overall concept of Iron Man 2, I love that movie.
Like, if Tony really wanted to, he could have just, I know, like he could have just literally used those, like, there's so many different things in his suit that could have taken down Whiplash in half a second, because he literally has no armor. It's just a dude without a shirt on, middle-aged.
Right, I will say the scene of him creating a new element is one of the best in the entire MCU.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, last one of first round. What is Tony and Pepper's daughter's name? Morgan, Molly, Mary, or Mandy?
So, I was thinking the other day, how come Tony, I know Tony makes a big sacrifice and he basically dies. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Endgame. He dies and never gets to see his family again. Meanwhile, Cap, who doesn't even have a family, gets to go back in time and live the rest of his whole, go back and live his entire life with Peggy, and gets to be like 180. Just saying. Cap's a savage. Because at that point, Cap, when he goes back, Cap is, I think he's like 42, 43.
So that's I guess that's the question, is like, when he goes back, does he like de-age? Like,
no, it's himself. So he goes back at that current time, at that age. But the super soldier serum, I think he's like 126 by the time he comes back. But
okay, that's what I was curious about, because like I was wondering if like the super soldier serum has like a wizard effect on him. Like, I know in Harry Potter, wizards live to be like 150.
Kyle's geeking out right now. All right, so what do we got here? We got Joey on the board. We got Kev, and we got Dirk.
Oops, wrong one. There we go.
Telling you right now. So what's the next one?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. That's what I'm talking about. This one I'm excited to do. I hope you got some good ones in here for me, Kyle. The question is, can Kyle stump me?
I don't know if I'm gonna stump you. I tried to like err on the side of caution and not make it like too crazy.
Yeah.
Because believe me, I could come up with some crazy shit if we really wanted.
Yeah,
to. But I was like,
you don't want to scare him away.
I as you said, I can't base it on what Dan and I know. I gotta be a little more cautious.
All right, question number 1: who built C-3PO? Watto, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker or random junk dealer? Or was it Ray Skywalker?
She who must not be named.
Oh my gosh.
I heard rumors that they're redoing all the sequels. I don't know if it's true.
No way. They
I
would
heard
never.
rumors.
But what? How are you going to do that? You just going to non-canonize those 3 films? You know, you're going to get a lot of people that are upset about that. The entire new Star Wars land is dedicated around not.
That's true. Of course, that was also built after the success of the first one, because everybody genuinely liked the Force Awakens for the most part, and everybody liked Rogue One.
Yep.
And then that's when it started to go downhill. Actually, I like Solo too. Just 8 and 9.
Yeah, Solo's a good film, and yeah, honestly, and even 8 in certain parts. Honestly, 9 in general is just a bad film, but 8 has its moments. All right, question number 2: Who was Qui-Gon Jinn's master? Yoda, none of the above, Mace Windu, or Count Dooku? Doesn't that make you mad when you say none of the above? Because you typed it out, and I know how you did this. You put it at number 4.
Yep.
And the thing randomizes because we've done that before. I always forget.
Yep. Yeah. That's the one thing I wish we could figure out, like if they could like systemize that part of it, because like there's certain times Dan and I will put answers in very particular spots.
Yes.
And then the game randomizes it. Like for instance, sometimes I'll put on there like in the number 3 spot, a lot of times I'll put like what I think a lot of people would answer for it, because statistically people answer 3 or C depending on what it is more often than not. And then the game randomizes it and it just messes everything up.
Yep. So it looks like Brian's the only one who got this. So contrary to popular belief, Yoda actually was Count Dooku's and Mace Windu's master. Count Dooku trained Qui-Gon Jinn. He mentions it briefly in episode 2.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh boy!
Oh, apparently I never saved this answer for me. Either that or I didn't put it in. I don't know, because we copied the layout of the previous game and then just changed the questions. But yeah, sorry about that, guys.
This is what I get for I didn't check the Star Wars ones on purpose, just so I didn't check the Harry Potter ones either. So hopefully this is what I get. I didn't double check any of the work, but I wanted to be surprised.
Well, we'll give everybody a freebie on that one right there. Or at least anybody that was here. What was that? That was last game. Yeah. So, spoiler alert, it's number 3. Bobby says, well, Star Wars is coming to the future. That's right. It's in episode 10.
Oh, boy. That's on the planet Qatar. That sounds like a Star Wars planet, honestly.
It does.
All right, question number 4.
All right, what the heck?
Oh, boy.
It must not have saved the second half of that round.
Yep. This is what Kyle's excuse is.
Yep. Sorry, guys. Apparently it didn't save that. That's what we get for not double checking it. I made this like hours ago, too.
I purposely didn't check it because I wanted to answer the Star Wars ones. But the good news is we got a good Bomb and Star Wars bonus that I'm thinking I'm going to fool some people on.
That's what I get for not just like, putting it together like last minute or something like that. I was like, I'm going to sit down and take a little bit of time here, come up with some really clever questions, and backfires.
I want to know if we do have some Star Wars fans on here. Have you enjoyed the Book of Boba Fett so far? I personally have loved it.
It's awesome. It's been amazing.
And this is
exactly
what I want.
If the 5th question isn't a Star Wars one, I'll tell you what my other questions were, because I at least remember.
Yeah, I want to hear them. What were they?
All right, so one of them was, what was Luke's call number in A New Hope?
Ooh, that's a good one. So how many pure? Yeah, well, that didn't save. Okay, so Luke.
Yeah, it definitely didn't save. So that was going to be one of them. Another one was, what was Anakin's nickname for Ahsoka?
Okay, snaps.
And then I'm trying to remember what the last question for that was. I don't remember what the last question was, but I do know those were 2 out of the remaining 3 for it.
Okay. Well, That's okay. You know, I'll forgive you because I got a Star Wars specific bonus after this round.
Ooh.
So I'm curious to see who gets the points on this round because it's not entirely Star Wars. It was only 2/5 Star Wars, but that's okay.
Oh man, now I'm nervous for the next round that one didn't save too.
Oh boy.
I know I told it to save, but apparently it didn't. So we shall
Shame,
see.
shame. I didn't check the Harry Potter ones either because I wanted to impress you with my super wizarding world knowledge.
So I'm telling you. So I'm listening to them on audiobook now because I was going to go back through and reread all of them, but then I'm like, no, you know what? I've never done an audiobook, so I listened to the first one, and I'm like a third of the way through the second one. They're awesome on audiobook. Whoever they hired to narrate that is like, he's awesome. Like he changes his voice for each character and everything. It's pretty sweet.
Those are the best ones, yeah. All right, so now we have Joey is in the lead right now with 2 points, and then we got Stephanie, Brian, Dirk, and Kev all with 1. So let's see. We got the bonus.
Is this the Star Wars bonus?
This is the Star Wars bonus.
Oh, okay. I don't know the questions. So.
Yep.
Oh, I do remember my fifth question. I think the fifth question was, what was the name of General Grievous's ship?
Oh, okay. Best name for a ship in Star Wars. I know what Kyle's gonna say, but I'm just curious if maybe we're not on the same path here. But
why? What are you thinking?
Right.
I was gonna say.
Well, first off, name the species in Star Wars: Zabrak, Twi'lek, Rodian, or Chiss. It's only one person. Remember, the first person to get it correct gets the points. Only one person gets it.
All right. So what were you thinking that I was going to say for the best name of the ship?
I was thinking you were going to say probably. Well, I personally think the Invisible Hand is a really good name. That's probably my favorite. But I know you're going to go with the classic. You're going to go with Vader's. The super mega Star Destroyer. Wow, Steph got this right first. I'm so proud. It is Twi'lek. So Twi'leks commonly, first of all, a lot of people assume Ahsoka is a Twi'lek. She's not. Ahsoka is a different species. But Twi'leks, for some reason, their entire race, their entire species, I should say, is like half of them are enslaved into like dancing and trafficking and stuff. It's really sad. Star Wars, honestly, like I love Star Wars, but man, I would not want to live in Star Wars universe because it is just bad. There's a lot of nasty stuff that goes on there. Steph said the only reason she chose it was because of the apostrophe. Well, she ties Joey now with 2 points. I was really hoping she actually knew it. Oh, Slave One is a really good name. And the Slave One probably is a really badass looking.
I was gonna say the ship itself is just super cool. I mean, the Millennium Falcon is classic too.
It is, but
that's just a cool name. But
I'm about to go through and I gotta think about this. All right, on to round number 3, which is Harry Potter.
Hopefully they saved.
Okay, good. Yeah.
All right, number 1. How many points is catching the golden snitch worth? 500, 250, 150, or 100?
I believe it's 150. I don't sound very confident, obviously, because I'm not. Everyone's saying 500, but I'm with Brian. I thought it was 150 points.
It is 150 points.
All right, let's go.
The only way to end a game of Quidditch is to catch the golden snitch, and catching the snitch is worth 150. So theoretically, the other team could be up by 140 points, and you could still win because you caught the snitch.
How much is that?
And you can still lose by catching the snitch. So in the 4th book, Goblet of Fire, at the beginning of it, there's the Quidditch World Cup. And Victor Crumb actually catches the golden snitch, but they lose still because they were down by so many points before that.
Huh. Interesting.
All right, number 2. What type of dragon does Harry face during the Triwizard Tournament? Welsh Green, Swedish Short Snout, Romanian Longhorn, or Hungarian Horntail?
I do know this one. I do believe it's a Hungarian Horntail.
Any particular reason, or?
I remember it from the book or from the movie. I never read the books, but I remember it distinctly from the movie.
So it is the Hungarian Horntail
because they are the most nasty.
Yes. So it's interesting too that you say you remember that from the movie, because so most of the movies are pretty true to the books for the most part. However, the one that strays the furthest away actually is the 4th one. Just because Mike Newell, the director, actually never read any of the books going into it. So
like, why? That's like you had one job, dude. You had one job. Okay,
so
to
like
be fair.
for the most part, it stays pretty true to it, but there's a lot of stuff that gets left out, and it kind of strays away from things a little bit. So, all right, number 3, Dumbledore discovered that there are how many magical uses of dragon's blood? 20, 12, 10, or 15?
12.
Steph says the books are so good. Yeah. Oh, definitely. They slap. So how many did you think, Dan?
I'm going to go 12. That is my final answer.
So it is 12. As I look at it now, I should have done a better job because 12 kind of stands out.
Yes. That's why I picked it.
I didn't think it as I was putting the answers in. Like I was just typing away and didn't think about like, 12 kind of stands out compared to the other 3. But yeah, it is 12. All right. Number 4. What does Professor Blue Harry to fight the effects of the Dementors? Wine, mead, ice cream, or chocolate?
Dude, I would just Dementors could just suck the soul out of me if I got to eat the abundance of chocolate all the time. And that sounds really weird to say. But they could suck away, give me all the chocolate. Harry's like, oh no, they're coming again. So the thing is for me, okay, you think, why the hell did that director not read the other previous books? But then you go back and you think Rian Johnson was a huge Star Wars fan and he's made great movies, but then he made The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know.
Yeah, he got so wrapped up in trying to like shock everybody and put on this big twist. It's like, just make a good movie.
Yeah.
Well, so I'll tell you here in a second. So, all right, number 5, who killed Dumbledore? Voldemort, Snape, Grindelwald, or Draco? So, like in the 4th one, okay, so in the movie, the first task of the Triwizard Tournament is when Harry has to get the golden egg from the dragon. And there's that huge chase scene where it like chases it all over the grounds of the castle, and he almost dies like 7 times and everything. Like none of that was in the book at all.
Huh.
Like the whole chase wasn't like basically it's like a 2-page sequence where he gets his broom and he's able to basically outsmart it and trick it and go and get it basically. But like that's my problem with it. Like I get that they wanted to add action into it, but it's like it's an 800 and something page book. You couldn't find something else in the book that was more important than watching them fly around. You know he's not going to die.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like that's the part that always drives me nuts. Like when I first watched it and I'd never read the book, I'm like, wow, that was awesome. That was great. And now I go back and watch it. It just infuriates me. I'm like, there's so much more that could have went into this.
Imagine if the Horntail just impaled him, then and the end of the movie credits roll.
Here's the other thing too. At the end of that, the Horntail just like wrecks itself on the bridge.
Yeah.
Like what happened to the thing? Like you never find out what happened to the dragon.
To be fair, those things are enslaved. That thing probably was killed afterward. Not to get dark, but Probably did. All right, so we got now Stephanie has taken the lead with 3 points. Brian and Kev and Joey now all have 2 apiece, and Dirk's got 1. Going into what is next? TV round number 4. I got a pretty awesome, and I think I'm gonna fool Kyle on this. I got a pretty awesome bonus for the TV one. But Kyle made the TV question, so I'm curious to see.
I had to throw a little love towards Full House for the TV. I think I did 2 or 3 of the questions were Full House.
Yeah, in
honor of Bob Saget.
Yep, he was everybody's dad growing up. You know, that honestly that made me really sad. Most celebrity deaths don't really bother me. That one made me kind of sad.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, question number 1. In Full House, what is the name of Jesse's bandmates? The Rogues, the Rockers, the Rippers, or the Renegades?
All right, what out of all the TV families growing up, which one was your favorite?
Growing up all time, my favorite was definitely probably Full House as a family. Yeah. But I really liked Fresh Prince of Bel-Air too.
Yeah.
So it was Jesse and the Rippers, and then him and Joey were the Rush Hour Renegades.
Oh.
What's that?
Never mind. That's the 5th question.
Well, hey, see, Steph says right there. She says right there. No, I'm just saying, he had it in there. It's like a little cameo, just poking his head in and saying, "Hey." So
that's true. That is true.
All right, question number 2. In Friends, Chandler and Ross were a band while they were in college. Can you remember the band's name? Wild Boys, Way No Way, Mosh Bros, or Flock of Birds?
I'm guessing you're probably going to know this.
So all I can picture is Chandler having his Flock of Seagulls haircut, and I love it. So I believe it's only mentioned a few times. I believe it's Way No Way.
It is. It's Way No Way.
And they write Betrayal in the Common Room is the one song that Chandler wrote, or Chandler wrote because he saw Ross kissing Chandler's crush. I honestly, if I could get away with it, I would totally get a Flock of Seagulls haircut with the hair color. I could actually could do it right now. Just need to. I need some hair gel here. I could pull it off.
Steph's sitting at home right now, rolling her eyes.
Yeah, she's like punching the air right now. All right, question number 3. How many episodes of Happy Days are there? That's a random one. 250 or 55, 300, 255, or 100. I'm going to go on the higher end because they got to the point of, and now it's used as a term for shows that stay on too long, jumping the shark. It's a term TV shows use now when they've been on too long and run out of ideas. And jumping the shark refers to when Fonzie one time surfing and literally jumps a shark. And it's so goofy and out there that most people use that as a term of like, okay, this show's jumped the shark. It's gone on too long. I'm going to go with 300 episodes.
Okay. Let's see. I'm curious what a lot of people going 3.
That's a lot of episodes, though, man. Holy cow. 300 episodes. You definitely would run out of material, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely... Okay, a lot of people got that. Yeah, 255. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a limit. Like, you hit a certain point. And honestly, a lot of shows, it kind of gets to that point where usually if they get past like 5 or 6 seasons, it just starts going downhill.
Yes. Question number 4. Who began hosting The Price is Right after Bob Barker's retirement? Wayne Brady, Mike Myers, Drew Carey, or Dana Carvey? Who is Dana Carvey?
He was a comedian. I think he still is. I'm not sure what he does now, but he was like a stand-up comedian. I think he was really popular like back in the 80s and 90s.
So correct me if I'm wrong. I could be 100% wrong about this. It was Drew Carey, and then it was Wayne Brady. Wayne Brady does it now, right?
I know Wayne Brady hosts something. I'm not sure what he hosts, but the answer is definitely Drew Carey.
Oh, okay,
Wayne Brady hosts something, and I'm trying
he
to
does.
remember. I don't remember if it's Price is Right or if it's something else, but yeah, he definitely does. Okay, a lot of people are saying Dana Carvey was SNL. I know that he popped up on Google when I was looking for like people that were like similar to Drew Carey and everything. So
Gotcha. All right, question number 5. What is the name of Jesse and Joey's radio show in Full House? Rush Hour Rogues, Rush Hour Renegades, Rogue Renegades, or the Rip Roarin' Rush Hour? Well, Wayne Brady's with Let's Make a Deal. That's what it was.
okay, yep, that's right.
I don't, Let's Make a Deal. I only remember, I've never seen the show, never seen the entire show.
I never have
Ever.
either.
To be fair,
And
I've never seen the full
honestly,
show
I
of
think
Price is Right.
I've only ever really watched Price is Right a couple times.
I think I've never seen the full show of it. I've only seen like the people get super excited to get up and spin the wheel,
Yeah,
and that's about it.
I never liked it just because I was always awful at it, like
Yeah,
guessing prices and stuff like that. So I was always just like, yeah, screw this. I don't know how much something like that costs.
my favorite tactic is always like the people that like do it like 1 penny on the other person or that. Like that's such a dickhead move. I feel like, but it's also kind of smart. So, all right, let's see here. So we got Steph sample on the board. We got Joey now with 3 points and Steph with 4. Going into our second bonus, this is a TV bonus. It is a picture.
Oh, Dan, we got a spammer.
Oh boy. Someone from Russia again. Putin, stop watching our show. I know we're famous here. But sorry you can't watch. So this is going to be a TV house. You have to name that house and what show it is.
Interesting.
There's so many different TV houses. There's so many. And I was going to do one but I don't know if Kyle would know this one.
I'm kind of a creature of habit with some TV. I find something I really like and I stick with it.
All right, name the show that this house belongs in. Magnum PI, Hawaii Five-0, Dynasty, or Dallas. We're going straight with the 80s here.
So I believe it's Magnum PI.
It is. So it's the Bird's Nest from Magnum PI. So fun fact, it is not Tom Selleck's care. He stays there, but it is not his house. It's a mysterious dude. Who owns it?
Dude, Tom Selleck is such a boss.
Dude, he still is. The dude's like 80 years old, and he still is a beast. I believe there was 2. Looks like Dirk and Jerry both answered quick, and I believe we scroll back up.
Looks like Jerry might have edged him out, I think. Yep.
Yes. Okay, so looks like Jerry's gonna hop on the board now with a point.
Bobby says it kind of looks like the Brady Bunch.
What's that? The house?
Yeah, Bobby says house kind of looks like Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch house is so cool. I should have done that house. There are so many different unique houses, though.
I saw a couple of years ago. I remember I was actually watching this. I do remember it was one night. Lila was sick. This was probably like 2 years ago. So I was sitting down in the living room with her, and HGTV did a special where they brought together like all the hosts of their different shows, and they HGTV actually purchased the original Brady Bunch house, like that house, and it had been changed so much since the show, so they went back and redid the entire thing to the exact specs of the original blueprint.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I watched it for like 4 hours straight because it was like a marathon of it. It was pretty cool. All right, number 1. What was the first video played on TV? Video Killed the Radio Star, Thriller, Money for Nothing, or Like a Virgin?
So Jerry says he lives a few blocks from the real Brady house. Whoops, did not mean to do that. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
I bet you it is a lot warmer there, Jerry, than it is here. We have about a foot of snow, and it is about 20 degrees out.
I think we might have over a foot up here after the afternoon when it picked back up.
Yeah.
It was coming down hard for a little while there, even this afternoon.
Yeah.
Jerry says Studio City.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it is Video Kill the Radio Star. I thought that was a little too on the nose. I figured someone would go for something else. Money for Nothing was one of the early ones on there too. And it mentions MTV on there in the beginning of the song.
I love Money for Nothing.
It is a great, great song.
All right, number 2. How many Batman titled films have there been since 1989? 10, 6, 7, or 11?
So the reason I specifically said since 1989 is because nerds like me would adjust, if I had glasses, I would adjust them and be like, excuse me, there are the ones from the 1930s. So this is why I'm specifically saying since the Tim Burton Batman film, how many have there been?
We're kind of all over the board on this one, it looks like.
So there have been 7 Batman films.
Yep.
Soon to be 8, which I'm uber excited for. I think I'm going to go up to Rochester and I'm going to go see it with Brian. I got to go see it on IMAX. If I got to see...
It looks so good.
It does. I want to see my dark vigilante justice in IMAX.
I want to see it like down and dirty and he like just doing some awesome detective work.
Just bashing a dude's face in repeatedly. Yeah.
All right, number 3. What city is known as the birthplace of hip hop? Queens, Glensdale, Compton, or Bronx?
I'll be honest, I didn't know this, and I would not have guessed the right answer. Not because it wasn't like it's, probably not hard to figure out, but at the same time, see, I would have gone. A lot of people went with what I would have gone with Compton. Apparently, it is Bronx.
I was gonna say Bronx, but honestly, the one out of all of them that I almost went with, just because it was kind of like the one earlier where it was the outlier, was Glendale.
Where is Glendale? I just put it in there because it sounds like a name that kind of. I don't even know where that is.
I believe Glendale's Arizona.
Is it? Okay. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Like I almost said Glendale just because I was like, that to me just kind of seems like the outlier.
Yeah, it definitely does. I would not have gone Bronx. I would have gone probably Queens or Compton on that. Got to name the band.
Right, name the musical group: TLC, Salt and Pepper, En Vogue, or Destiny's Child.
Man, look at that outfit. That is so like early 2000s.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's late 90s, early 2000s, right there.
Yeah, that's funny.
You know what's funny too is maybe I'm the only one that that thinks this, but I know for sure, like obviously Beyonce and Kelly Rowland. I can never remember who the third one is.
I only knew Beyonce. I didn't know there was another famous one. I thought the other two.
Kelly Rowland was fairly famous. Like I think she was in I think she had a couple of hits maybe, and she in Nelly's one song. I think I don't know. I think she did something with Nelly or something like that. But then I don't know. I remember the other one.
Huh? Yeah, I honestly don't know. I didn't know. I didn't even know the name.
It's kind of like the Spice Girls. The only one anybody ever talks about is Victoria Beckham.
Yeah.
All right, number 5. Who is the godmother of Miley Cyrus? Dolly Parton, Celine Dion, Barbara Streisand, or Aretha Franklin? I believe it's Dolly Parton.
That is correct. Looks like everyone's getting that. I didn't know that was common knowledge, but apparently it is. Yeah. Scott's got a thing for Miley Cyrus. I think that's her celebrity crush.
See, I didn't used to mind Miley Cyrus, but the older she gets, the weirder she gets to me.
Yeah.
So I think for that, what tipped me off was Miley's dad was like I think semi-famous country star, and Dolly Parton's the only country singer on there.
That's true. I don't know any other country singers that are female, to be honest. Like, there's the one Reba McEntire or whatever. I can't stand the woman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Same here.
don't know. She just I
Nope.
can't watch the
Nope.
film
Nope, same
Tremors
here.
without like just hoping she gets eaten every 5 seconds on screen. And she doesn't. Just ugh. All right. Let's see. So Kev gets the 3 points now. Jerry's at 2, and Evelyn gets on the board. So we got a pretty evenly spread thing. So we got Joey and Steph going into the Name That Celebrity bonus. So Joey's got 4, Stephanie's got 4, tied for first. Kevin's got 3, Dirk's got 1, Evelyn's got 1, Stephanie Sample's got 1, and Jerry's got 2, and Brian's got 2. So how this is going to work, all the answers are going to be asterisks. The first person to type in the correct answer, spelling doesn't count.
Oh,
The first person to type in the correct answer gets the point.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
not a number. You got to type in the answer and name the celebrity.
Am I allowed to?
Give it a minute, and then yes, I will allow you to.
Pretty sure I'm right about this.
Purposely got one that was a little more. It's hard. Sometimes with celebrities, sometimes if they're different makeup or different things, they look different. So
Pretty sure I'm right about this.
okay, what is it, Kyle? What do you think?
I think it's Jada Pinkett Smith.
Kyle's going Jada Pinkett Smith. See, it is not her. Curious if we get anyone on me. It does look similar to her. This is not in my opinion, this is not a flattering picture of her because she does look a lot like Jada Pinkett Smith in this. It is not actually though.
Bobby says 4.
Bobby says 4. Like shooting your shot, Bobby. I appreciate that. Did any guesses? Any of them?
Brian says Gomorrah.
It is. It's Zoe.
Oh, is it Zoe Saldana?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely right. It's I did not put that together.
That poor woman. She's probably like, I have a real name, but yeah, it is her. So that's I'll give Brian the point on that. So it is the closest we got. So Brian tied with Kev for second place. That was a tough one.
That was tough. Now she's in the new Batman as well, right?
No, that's
no. Zoe Kravitz is in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, so, that was a tough one right there.
Yeah, I know. So Stephanie and Joey, congratulations for winning. We got Kevin and Brian with 3 points apiece in second. Jerry in third, all alone, and then we got Dirk, Evelyn, and Stephanie Sample in fourth. So we'll see you guys on Wednesday. We should have a lot more people on, and we'll let you know. I don't know what the plan is. I think we're gonna do something pretty big on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So
I don't know what, but yeah,
it's gonna be
something good,
super awesome. So have a good night, guys. Thank you so much for playing, and we'll see you on Wednesday, same time.
Have a great night, guys.